The Indian trucking landscape is changing. Fast, yes. The new generation of transporters is better qualified or educated and tech savvy. Naturally, there is a whiff of change in the air. Rishab Gandhi of Raman Roadways from Ahmedabad, Gujarat, also exhibits some academic rigor. Recently, he teamed up with like-minded colleagues with logistics exposure to conduct a comparative study of the current transportation situation in India and the United Kingdom. This resulted in a thesis for a possible doctorate degree. Congrats, Rishab. Rishab is no glib talker. He rolls out his learnings with vim and vigor. We spoke recently. Watch now.
I'll break it into two parts. One is what we did so far, and one what we are going to do. The first part is I've been visiting a lot of logistics service providers in the UK and the Europe as a whole, Canada also. But then I've seen a lot many things which they are doing differently, and we've seen a lot of gains coming from that. The AI agents, the telematics, how you use those telematics, how you use better timing to reduce your TATs, and all coming from those guys. The one best thing which we've done so far is we have introduced a full blown driver eco driving training center here, where we every driver gets his score. Every driver gets a consultation after every trip, that what exactly went wrong for him and why he couldn't really save good fuel. Or okay, so and the second part of it is, now we are including China into this study, and then we are also introducing Australia into this study. It will be done through the University of Cambridge ecosystem, and we're trying to ultimately we are trying to put in 9-10 countries where all the 200 countries can find their voice. Many changes we've done on the ground level, which we saw in the overall perspective from this study, because we were seeing you see, we cannot compare all those problems we have with them, because we have our own challenges, we have our own bottlenecks which are not there for them. So let's say a fuel theft, as an example, is not really a challenge in the UK, because they have introduced those laws which are so strict that the buyers are charged very, very heavily on that. So the driver is not charged in that case. The buyer who buys it is the one responsible. So they have crazy laws and bylaws which are restricting them in many ways. But then one thing I saw there is the use of extensive technology, which is not only limited to your backends, but also very much with your vehicle. And even though if they are costly, or they come with a cost, but then those things get returned very, very soon if you use it very, very properly. And we've seen that we've started doing that since past 2 years, and we've seen great results in terms of all things which we put in. As a matter of fact, we get a lot of exposure with those logistics service providers who have 3,000, 4,000 vehicles in UK, and we get all the insights on what next they are trying. Let's say they're trying a lot of things on tires, like for fuel efficiencies, for maintenance, and so on and so forth. So then the best part is we get a lot of hands-on experience on doing research together. It did not end here. We did a lot many things together, like a dual fuel truck, and so on and so forth. So the takeaways were immense. It cannot be compared, or cannot be put on paper, or cannot be said in few seconds or few minutes. And the kind of both scalable impact and the financial impact it has had for our company is unmatched. It's amazing. Going forward, I don't really see this as a tool to just gain for Raman Roadways or my company or just few people. We really want it to be something which is used by many people in a way that it gives and provides value to them, including the regulators, the OEMs, and so on and so forth. And hence we are getting more countries into this. We have already started China. The next paper would be India, UK, and China. After that, we are looking at Latin America, Australia. We are consciously selecting countries where the other countries can find their voices in them. And
see, Europe is
sorry,
huge. Europe.
yeah. So we are doing France, but then since we once had France and Poland actually, so that is all on the cards. But since I am limited on my time right now, so that's why I'm almost finishing my thesis as well. So I'm wearing 2-3 hats right now. So once I'm done with my vivas and everything, then I will probably it's a matter of 1 or 2 months, and then after that I immediately have my China visit, where we'll be doing all sort of things what we did for India and UK to get China in the loop, and then see how because China is somewhere in between India and UK if we compare. So and the volume is huge. So once we have China on board, we will have much better picture
Okay.
of
Rishab, I have 2-3 questions. One is
yeah.
what is the size of BS6 in your 800 plus fleet?
We are right now at 465.
All BS6. Okay,
Yeah.
that brings me to I mean, you use have you gone in for alternate fuel in whether ethanol or a pure diesel? What is that you are doing? Any electric vehicle in your portfolio? Any EV?
We've already made the orders for EVs and LNGs, and we have already tried on a trial basis. We've tried an electric vehicle for 3 months, and that is for the research and development for us to be prepared for what is coming. And other than that, we have the drop-in fuel. We've tried one of them, but then there are a lot of regulation issues revolving around the drop-in fuels in India, and how you can use it, because many places the act is silent, and at lot many in different acts it is. So there are some legal issues around the drop-in fuel, and we've taken some advice from some law firms. We're waiting for that, and if at all it doesn't happen really
So currently
way,
you're sticking to the diesel, pure diesel.
we are not at all bullish about diesel. We will.
What I'm saying is currently most of your trucks run on diesel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The next question is about since you are talking so futuristically. I'm sure you also spoke about ADAS and DMS. I'm sure you would have gone for telematics and all those kind of stuff. Have you put a camera in cabins to monitor the driver behavior? Have you done it?
Yes, indeed.
How many trucks have your camera in cabins?
Like only the DMS, we have almost only DMS, like not the ADAS. Only DMS, we have almost 550 vehicles.
So any ADAS? Any ADAS?
Yeah. So ADAS, we right now have 135, and by the end of this year, all the vehicles would be ADAS and DMS enabled.
The reason why I'm asking about ADAS is that, see, many companies have gone in for ADAS, DMS, all those kind of a thing. While you are really able to capture a lot of those, the vulnerable moments or a risky driving behavior, how much of it is really been, counseled out? The drivers are pulled up and, counseled, saying that, and monitored and ensured that they drop those, risky practices. Do you have any counseling, sessions with drivers who commit this kind of harassment?
So for me, I am counseling the driver after every trip, and that is being happening since 1.5 years, where we are counseling them on the way he drove the vehicle, the way he drove, like on the driving front, as well as on the behavior front. Like it took him, like the business data, like it took how much time it took him to reach from X to Y, what were the reasons of those errors, like why was he so slow, or why was he too fast. So that is a business use case. The one is the driving behavior use case, and the third is the safety use case. So we run on 3 buckets right now, and after every month he has a long session with someone from the training team, where they will sit down with them, talk to them that these are the instances where things went really wrong. And but it not only is restricted to just few instances, but it is basically covering a lot of things.
Has it come down? The incidence of such risky behavior has come down.
Absolutely, yes, sir. Only thing which I would say and suggest to everyone, that we have been really underestimating the power of driver training. It is some magic which happens on the ground if you keep training them, and the number of instances, the fuel consumptions, the maintenance and the wear of your products or your spares or the consumables, everything goes down drastically.
See,
That money which and
Rishabh, like
yeah,
of late, you must have noticed. See, plenty of like automobile companies, whether it's a tire maker or even a truck maker, they all are gone into mobility. They don't sell just the truck, or they don't sell a tire or something. They provide the end-to-end solutions. I have seen JK Tires doing it. I have seen Tata, like a Fleet Edge and all those kind of things doing it. What about your own company? You are given I mean, whose ADAS or DMS you are implementing?
so we have a bunch of different vendors before going all in to all the 1,000 vehicles. We plan to really carve out our strategy on the basis of the cost benefit analysis, on the basis of the user experience what they have, and that cannot happen in 1 day or 2 day or a month or 2 months. You need a good timeline where you can really see things happen. We have all sort of we might just get our first deliveries of Actividas as well through Tata with in cooperation with ZF. We're aggressively working on that front as well. The point here is, as a bundle of service, as a bundle of mobility, telematics, everything you put in, everything works. Everything, Ramesh, works only and only if the training is regular, right? It cannot be a one-off instance, right? So it has to be regular, it has to be hammered, it has to be repeated, it has to go to him as, सर हम नहीं समझ पाते एक बार में, तो इतने बड़े हो गए, इतना पढ़ लिख लिए, तो भी नहीं, हमको नहीं समझ में आता। हम आप एक बार साल में उसको बिठा के आप उससे अगर बात करोगे, and you expect that he will start working on those fronts.
Well said.
They are good for photo ops, but the real results you will see only when those trainings are regular, 1 month, and again ad nauseum. I have repeated everywhere.
Acha,
It
okay.
is some sort of
Question. Yeah. See, look, like you being in the trucking segment and long haul, I'm sure, like you'll be doing a lot of stuff. The driver is not available on every single day for his training course. So you will have branches across the country, various places. When the driver reaches any other point for after the like unloading for fresh the loading part, do this get like they come back to your headquarters once a month or once in 2 months or something? Does the training happen at the branch level also, the kind of a thing which you're talking about, which it has to be hammered down constantly?
So there are three things, Ramesh, here. Our target to train driver one-on-one or face-to-face, F2F, what we call, is once in a month. After every trip where he ends, or if there is an instance which is very, very bad, those instances are covered either through a video call or through a phone call or through an indirect base touch through YouTube videos which we made, which we've also taken from outside third party sources, where we like Cummins have a lot of videos of how to fix a fault code, let's say. So there are agencies and people who have already done that, and we have this auto system of sending that. So once a trip is over, so let's say these are the 5 points which my system automatically identifies, that these are the 5 points where things went wrong. Those 5 points have, so let's say 2 videos or 3 videos attached to them. Those videos will directly get shooted to the guy, to the driver, and once he sees that, maybe after 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, 24 hours, someone from the training team will call him, ask him, did you see that? Do you know what really went wrong? Did you understand what happened? He will give his feedback that yes, this went wrong, or this. So earlier we couldn't crack this. We cracked it only after they really saw the results. Even they saw the results in terms of fuel efficiency. They saw the results how the vehicle is beautifully driven now. The lightweightedness of the vehicle when you drive it perfectly and in the way which is recommended to you. So those things happened. They took time. I will again say it will take time. Don't lose hopes. But once you are there, you will see that it's a different world altogether.
Fantastic, Rishabh. Fantastic. I'm quite happy to hear somebody as young as you talking, painting a very bright future and, looking at a fresh infusion of, like skilled people coming into this profession. Thank you, Rishabh, once again.